Buddy, Andy here again. I spoke in a recent video about how I've been thinking of sort of philosophical thoughts and all this type of thing about life and death and all that for obvious reasons, and evaluating all of that type of thing. And one of the thoughts that I had is about what we leave behind us, and I have got some notes here, so forgive me if I look down because I want to cover the sort of things that I was thinking about. And I actually made a comment on a video to someone the other day, and I said that a life is forever, and the person, Clara Chick, I think that's how you pronounce your name, said, oh, I love that idea, a life is forever, and it is. It's what we leave behind. We all leave something behind us. We all leave a legacy behind us, and whether that be children, whatever it be, especially if you have children, you leave those genes. Your parents pass down their genes to you. And you sort of, the whole idea of why we're here, I know that's a big philosophical point, as why are we here generally. The main reason is, I think, is to procreate, is to keep ourselves going. It's the same with all the animal kingdom as well, but really the only reason they appear to be there, and I'm sure someone can answer me if I'm completely wrong here and if I've missed the point, is to procreate and to keep going, that evolutionary thing as well. But we pass things down through our children. I've learnt that. I spoke recently, obviously, about my father, and what I realised when I sort of spoke at his funeral, the whole tone of what I said at the funeral was about the influence that he'd had on me, and influence that I hadn't really realised either. The little things that you think about that you don't understand, and that's what's got me thinking about this. We leave so much behind, and we should think about that a little bit. With our children, we influence what we do with our children, we pass that down. It's ultimately what we're here for. We are sometimes sort of selfish and egotistical and all that, but is that such a bad thing in some ways? Because we're doing what we think is best. We always want what is best for our children and everything as well. We need to think about ourselves. Sometimes I had a discussion with someone yesterday actually, is that even in those times when your parents are ill or you've got relatives and that are ill, you still need to think about yourself, because ultimately you're going to be the one that stays behind. That may sound a bit harsh and that may sound very selfish, but yes, you need to look after those people and you have to spend time, and of course you do, because it's what you want to do. It's in your blood, it's in your genes that you want to do that with your family, etc. Exactly what I was talking about. It passes down, there's that natural bond there. But we still have to think about yourself, and I know that my father would not have wanted me, my mother or my sister to have sort of sat around moping and not got on with our lives, because he knew that ultimately he wouldn't be here. It's the same with me, and I feel exactly the same about my children as well. I wouldn't want them to worry about me too much, and they need to live their lives as well. So what we leave behind a great legacy, but we leave behind a great influence, and we have a great influence on what we leave behind as well, by how we raise our children, how we teach our children, how we bring them up, etc. So another one of those thoughts. I'm sure there'll be more of these that will come along. I've got lots of little things written down, but thoughts, as always, are very welcome. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there and look at the sea. Thanks very much. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.